Hello my friends, story time with Mrs. Beth again. I have 2 books today to read to you. A shout out to my brother Earl, my friend Deb, and my Aunt Ann. I hope all my friends enjoy my story time today. The first book, When the Fly Flew In, and the other book, Little Miss Spider. Let's begin. In a quiet room, a dreaming dog wagged his tail. A fuzzy cat snoozed. A plump hamster napped in a shoe. And a sleepy parakeet whistled on the bedpost. "I can't clean my room," a child whispered to his mother. "All the animals are sleeping. I'll clean it later." Yes, that's a pretty messy room. When a fly flew in, the dog opened an eye, wiggled a whisker, then leaped up to catch it. The fly turned left, and the dog's tail sent a dozen dinosaurs sailing. The fly turned right, and the dog's tail swept off a mountain of muddy pants and crusty, stinky socks. The fly turned in circles, and the dog's tail pushed off a pile of moldy old apple cores and banana peels. But the fly was always one turn ahead of that dog. When the fly buzzed by the cat streaked after it. The fly zigged, the cat zagged. The fly zagged, the cat zigged. But the fly was always a zig or a zag ahead of the dust mop cat. When the fly stopped to nibble on a cookie crumb in the closet, the hamster took notice. The hamster didn't care about flies, but he did care about cookies. He shooed the fly away and ate the crumb in the closet. Then the raisins on the radio, he ate those. Even the popcorn inside a party hat. But the fly always stayed one nibble ahead of the hamster. When the fly zipped around the ceiling, the parakeet watched closely because watching flies is a bird's business. But she couldn't watch any longer. Zoom! She swooped into a corner full of cobwebs. Zap! She flopped behind the curtains thick with more cobwebs. The parakeet gobbled up the spiders, and their webs trailed from her wings like kite strings. But the fly was always one web ahead of her. In a quiet room, a dog twitched his tail as he dreamed about flies. A cat curled up her coat and licked it clean. A hamster settled down for a second nap. A weary parakeet fluttered its feathers. The fly flew out, and the room was clean. What a funny story! A dog, a cat, a hamster, a parakeet, they all tried to get that fly. And you know, the room was pretty dirty at the beginning, so the child didn't want to clean it up. But the child didn't have to clean up at the end. With all those animals flying around, moving everything, to get that fly, the room got clean. My brother used to have a really messy room when he was younger. Well, I did too. But I never had a pet to help clean it up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that book. Let's read the next one. Little Miss Spider popped out of her egg. Swinging down from a thread, she hung by one leg. Watching brothers and sisters all scooting for cover, she dangled there wondering, "Where is my mother?" Did she squeeze down a hole or dive underwater? Why won't she come out and meet her new daughter? She climbed to the tippity top of a tree. Gazing out on the world, she sobbed, "Where could Mom be?" A beetle named Betty buzzed by this high perch. "A child needs a mother. May I please help you search?" "I don't know for sure, but I'll offer this clue. If I were your mom, I'd be looking for you." They flew through the trees, spying down from the sky, and asked all the butterflies fluttering by. But none of the insects they happened upon had any idea where her mother had gone. She then asked a small spider as plump as a pig, "Have you seen my mom? She's like me, only big." The sly spider laughed as he gobbled his snack. Up there is a mother who's yellow and black." With a heart full of joy, she peered over the straw. But it wasn't her mother that Miss Spider saw. It was 6 hungry hatchlings and a goldfinch who cried, "Your dinner's here, darling, so open up wide." Oh no! Before she could blink, she was whisked out of sight, and brave Beetle Betty was hugging her tight. In her warm, cozy home in the bark of a tree, the kind beetle asked, "Won't you stay here with me?" Then Miss Spider smiled and held Betty fast. "I looked for my mom and I found you at last." For finding your mother, there's one certain test. You must look for the creature who loves you the best. What a sweet story about little Miss Spider. She couldn't find her real mama. Not sure if maybe her real mama got eaten by a bird or some other creature, because that happens to insects. But little Miss Spider found another special mama to look after her, Betty Beetle. I hope you enjoyed my stories, my friends. See you next time.